I'm pretty sure by now the jig is up. And what do I mean by that? Meaning, I know that if you are a faithful subscriber, you saw that I posted a Red Dead gameplay video. Yeah, it's me playing it. And I'm quite sure with the fact that I've been on the channel saying, hey, I don't think I'm going to get it. I don't think it's for me. You're wondering, what do I absolutely think of the game at this point? Well, I played about an hour and yep, I was right. It wasn't for me. You see, my friend Justin, he lent me the game and he rode for the game, said that they gave the wrong game of the year, said it should have went to Red Dead. All of that sounds fine. And he's also said, I don't understand why people are running in the trees. First of all, I want to thank those people who are putting those clips on YouTube and Instagram and any form of social media. These clips of these random things happening in the world, I have been enjoying that much. I think it's very funny. I absolutely have some Red Dead content on my Instagram page. If you at g.ngu, dot between each letter, I should have said. But anyway, I've been enjoying that. I've been enjoying the world, but not playing it. I don't like the way it controls. And I guess I should really also say that because it's very similar to GTA, right? It probably runs on the same engine. And it just wasn't for me. I didn't really finish GTA. I didn't like the way it felt. And especially when you're shooting, you got that little small dot. I don't like that aiming style. I like crosshairs, man. And if you could probably change it, that's cool. But I don't like the way the game feels. It feels like maybe too stiff, too tight. I don't know. I don't really like the movement. I know I'm doing a whole standing up video because, I told you I'm changing some things around here and this remains to be the same. But basically, and I like the way it controlled. Actually, you know what I really don't like? I don't really like slow games, right? Because I'm currently playing Far Cry 5 and that game is straight up to the point, but more on that later. Red Dead isn't straight to the point like I would like it. It drags a little bit. I heard Act 1 was really slow, but it just bored me to the point where I couldn't anymore play it anymore. Because what was I playing? I was in the part in the beginning. Sorry, spoilers if you haven't played it and you plan on doing it. Spoilers. I'll give you a 3-second pause if you want to skip or pause the video. Thank you for the view in advance. But I didn't like the part where you're in the snow after you capture the guy who you assume to believe in O'Driscoll. I didn't see what happened after that. You capture him and you speak to him a little bit, and you're in the middle of this blizzard trying to get back to your team, your camp, your group. And I was on that horse after a little bit of dialogue for 10 minutes going through the snow. Literally 10 minutes. Nothing, just going through the scenery, using my horse to follow through the path and stuff like that. No dialogue, nothing, no talking. I didn't see nothing around me. It was just snow, blizzard. Okay, cool. I get what you're going for. You like the realism. You find the hyper-realism cool and everything. But I kind of like to be reminded it's a game by not going that real because that was just too real. I just feel like 10 gamer minutes shouldn't be equivalent to 10 literal minutes. Like, I don't know if you've played certain games and the timer just goes, say if a game you actually played, 5 minutes in the game, but it was really maybe like 2 minutes. Prime example, a game that I play frequently that does that. Fight Night Champion. Yes, I still play that. I love that game. It's the last boxing game that they made. But anyway, it's great. You're in the ring for like 3 minutes, but literally it feels like a minute and a half or something like that each round. And, it just goes like I can't explain it. I just can't explain it. It just shouldn't take that long. It lost it was boring to me, and I was just like, I get what they're going for. This just isn't for me. I didn't like the controls. The story, however, seemed like it had some potential to be interesting, but I had to get past those other issues, like the whole controlling of the horse, and I really didn't like it. Prime example also I have for you is when I was running on my horse riding my horse from the wolves. It was so hard for me to aim. I'm not going to lie. Like, I know there's modern games where you're in a car and it's driving, but I like to snap and shot. It didn't work too well for me in Red Dead. I was just really bad at it because that little dot and it's too, I don't like it. It's just too stiff. I'm trying to give you guys legit reasons. Like, I'm not disrespecting the game. I'm not doubting how good or how great the game is. I'm just explaining to you why it wasn't for me. And no disrespect, I hope everybody's enjoyed the game. I really do believe that just with sheer hype alone and the spectacle that the game is, it definitely should have been up there with God of War. And it rightfully so. It was nominated and not taken from anything else. I think Celeste was also nominated. I haven't played Celeste, but it's another game that I recognize its glory. But God of War was just the biggest game for me personally of the year. I absolutely loved it. I've always been a hack and slash kind of actiony kind of guy, and the fact that they changed it more reminiscent to my all-time favorite game and story, The Last of Us. It related it to it, but it still felt like its own entity, and I felt like the whole the camera from the back of the characters, that's just Sony's thing at this point. You know, you got Horizon, you got God of War, you got The Last of Us, and I might be missing something else. Infamous, I guess. So Sony just does it right, man. And, you know, I'm not even a Sony pony or what do they call Xbox fans? I forgot. I'm not even I know I talk a lot about Nintendo, but I just love gaming in general, and I just really love what Nintendo is doing currently. But Red Dead, it was also said that they were hoping they can put Red Dead on Nintendo. An executive from Nintendo. I wasn't sure if it was Reggie Fils-Aimé or the gentleman who's, I forget his name, that's president in Japan. And basically, I hope that it comes. I really hope that it continues to sell because single player games rock. And the game was going to sell sheer off its name, period, even before online was anything. I like the online videos and glitches. I find it to be very funny. Keep it up. Upload it. Tag me. Follow me on social media, lads and ladettes. And I will enjoy it with you. I will get engulfed with the world. I just rather not play the game. Lads and ladettes, I thank you for tuning into this video. And I thank you for being patient. Because I don't upload as much, but you know, bear with me as the channel continues to grow and I'm changing things around, and so I can make videos more frequently and give you better content. And also, if you would like to help me, you know, so I can change stuff up and, you know, give you more frequent and better content, you may also please donate to my Patreon, even if it's $1 a month or a small amount of anything for one time only, anything, you know, toward it helps. Thank you so much for watching once again, lads and ladettes. Red Dead is still an awesome game. God of War was just personally my game of the year. Lads and ladettes, this video is finito.